my name is Farmer Saylor. You might recognize me from New Village Farm, and today I'm going to show you how to grow sprouts and microgreens in your classroom. So our final product is going to look a little something like this. These sprouts are ready to eat. They're very delicious. These are radishes and this is kale. Now, you might say, this does not look like the radishes and kale that I get in the grocery store or grow in my garden. And you are absolutely correct. These are microgreens, which means they are at the point of their life in between the seed stage and then their mature plant phase. So kind of like in the toddler phase of things. And microgreens are super cool because they only take 1 to 3 weeks to fully grow and be able to eat. Now we're going to send you with everything you need to grow these microgreens in your classroom, except for water and a pen and paper to draw and write your observations. So what we're going to send you with is the tray and its lid. We'll send you with the base of your growing tray, which will either be a sponge or it'll be 2 layers of this chip mat. Now they both do the same thing, they're just different materials and work a little differently. The other things that we'll send you are this is a growing mat, where the seeds will be planted on top of. And we'll also send you with 4 different kinds of seeds that you can choose from. We will be sending you with broccoli, radish, kale seeds, and then for the brave folks out there, a super spicy mix. The super spicy mix has arugula seeds, cress seeds, radish seeds, and mustard green seeds. So for anyone who's feeling brave and wants to try the spicy one, that's for you. Now we'll also be sending you with a spray bottle to water the seeds daily once they germinate, which is not going to be shown in this video. So for the purpose of this video, I am going to set up a tray with the sponge. So I'm going to take my sponge and my grow mat, and I am going to wrap these tabs around the bottom of the sponge. And these tabs are meant to go on the bottom of your growing tray so that they reach the water, and the water actually travels up this mat and is able to water all the seeds on top. So I'm going to tuck these tabs in, and you might have to do a little bit of like lifting it out and tucking it back in. But so now we have our sponge with our growing mat on top of it. And today I am going to grow some radish seeds. So in each container of seeds, there is a tablespoon of little seeds inside. And the reason that it's a tablespoon is because it's the perfect amount to grow on this space. So I'm going to pour it out on my growing mat, and I am going to try my very hardest to evenly spread these out with my fingers. You can also use something else to push them around if you don't want to touch the seeds with your fingers, but I don't really mind. Now you'll notice the seeds are different sizes. The radish seeds are bigger than the kale seeds and the broccoli seeds, which is super interesting. And you'll notice that there's no soil in this kit, and that is because seeds have everything that they need to be able to grow microgreens. So that beginning phase of their life, but you wouldn't be able to grow a full-size plant without any soil, because after the beginning phase of their life, they're gonna need a little something more like soil or fertilizer. So now these are evenly spread out. And last but not least, I'm going to pour the water in. You're going to want the water to be almost to the top of the sponge, but you're not going to want to submerge the seeds. Just like people, seeds need water to live, but you don't want to give them too much. It would be like living in your bathtub for a few days. So I am going to pour my water in, and I'm going to try to pour it slowly so that I don't accidentally pour it on the seeds, but it's okay if you get a little on the seeds. I already did. All right, I poured all of my water in the tray, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to set it up to let the seeds germinate. And the germination process is when the seeds turn into little plants and tiny sprouts emerge. And so, for the germination process, seeds actually don't need a lot of sunlight. And if you think about it, seeds that you grow in your garden or on farms are tucked in under the soil. And so they're not receiving a lot of sunlight. And so seeds to turn into sprouts actually don't need a lot of sunlight. So what we're gonna do is for the first few days until they germinate, are gonna tuck them away out of the sunlight in a nice warm spot. So I'm gonna put the lid on, and because we have the lid on, no water can escape. So you won't need to water them while you're germinating the seeds. So this is our final product for setting our seeds up for microgreens. Thank you so much, and I hope to see what your class creates with the microgreens. They're really good on pizza, in salads, just by themselves. I'm really excited for you guys.